I got one good question for you. Do you want to learn how to get $50,000 without the fan being denied? You know me, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step by step. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's go right into What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to be talking about how to get this $50,000. When to do it, how to do it, when to apply, giving you all the game, everything that you need to know when it comes to getting this $50,000. You know how I got you. So with that being said, go grab a pen, go get some paper, and you know what you got to do because, hey, this is going to be a good one. Welcome to today's lesson. So, we talked about how to get $21,000 in your business name using Chase. Now we about to talk about how to get $50,000 step by step by step. What you need to do, how to do it, when to do it, breaking everything down for you. So you have the framework and the tactics to go ahead and get that $50,000. Now, the most important thing is, of course, making sure your credit and having cash flow. But before all that, this is business. So when it comes to business, you need to have a business helping people, not trying to scam people. I'm not saying you are scamming people, but you want to make sure you have a business that's serving the people and running money through it. Now, make sure your business is not high risk. Now, you can be, I think if you let in your personal, it's okay, but you might get denied as well based off your name. So that's another subject for another day. But most importantly, set your business up. Make sure you set a create a business account. And then since you're leveraging your personal, we don't care about the Dun and Bradstreet. We don't care about vendor. We don't care about
We're not wasting our time.
We ain't wasting time, right? So we're leveraging what they gave us, which is credit, which is life. So we about to use our life to guarantee our business, because if you didn't know, the United States is a business and they in the business of making money. So they look at everybody as a business. So with that being said, first things first, go to Chase.
All right, yeah.
Mike, go to Chase, Mike,
yes.
all right?
Yeah, so first thing.
Go talk to somebody, a business, set an appointment or do what you got to do.
Yeah, so I would implore everybody to go in and create a relationship. The reason why we got 50K is because we created the relationship. Mm-hmm. Now we could have got a 50K another way or maybe another time, but I don't know. I think I told Dave earlier that my personal credit wasn't as good as I thought it was. It was caught me by surprise because usually we do credit team, we still on top of things like that. But what happened was American Express, Bank of America actually lowered my limit on one of my cards. Well, I was using that card to MS, which means manufacturer spend, whatever. But long story short, they lowered my limit and made my utilization 100%. Now, I got other cards to help me out with the utilization, but utilization when dealing with credit cards got to be under 30% across all your cards to get the maximum funded. All right. So this is where our relationship with our personal banker helped. Our personal banker, I submit my application through him. And then when he saw it, he can talk directly to the underwriters, which, help your brother out. That's why having relationships is the best thing to do with your business. Now, another factor, you got to have an active business, right? You got to make sure your business is registered the right way. You still want to make sure with this particular business that we had, it was home-based business, like home address, home phone number, home everything, which kind of blow the water off of everything everybody else is teaching. Now, the reason why we did this is because we were going to use our personal credit in conjunction with the revenue that's coming through with our business. So even though your credit ain't the best, if you got a lot of revenue, you can kind of use both of them in a sense. All right. So in order to get the 50,000, we just had to make sure our business banker knew how much money we had coming in our company. But because me and Dave practice profit first, which means we save whatever money comes in, we keep 50% of it, no matter what. We don't spend it at all. If our business can't run off of 50% of revenue, then we got to figure something out.
Woo. And we're going to talk about we're going to create another video. I think that should be a good video tomorrow. Profit first. I'm going to have the book, and we're going to basically explain what we're talking about with this profit first. So, like you said, we give the game. We want to make sure you're good when it comes to business and doing the right thing, so you don't If anything ever happened, like the COVID situation, where you have to stall for a little bit, you want, you'll have the money to keep you afloat. So, my bad to cut you off. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't even know I left off that. But when creating a relationship, you got a couple of data points that you got to worry about, right? So one thing, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that would have got me denied, even though my utilization was high. That would have got me denied if I had not had a relationship with the business banker. Anything over 50% will get you denied on any one of your credit cards. So, for example, you might want to come up with different strategies on how to balance transfer. So let me give you an example. If you got a card that's $300, $300, and then you got a card that's $500, but you're carrying a balance of 300 on both cards, right? One card is at 100% utilization, and one card is at, let's say, 3% utilization. So you might want to take some money off this big card and pay down the little card to zero. That way, you know what I'm saying, if you balance transfer it all to the big card, your big card will still be under 10%, and this one will be at 0%. Now, the overall utilization will still be low, but one card will be maxed out, which will get you denied. Hey, for y'all.
One credit card get you denied, so just make sure the profile needs to be spent. Woo, crisp. So when that thing looking at like, oh yeah, we need him. We want to try to see if we can get him messed up. But since y'all know how to leverage credit, y'all ain't gonna get messed up. So first and foremost, payment history need to be at 100%. I don't care if you had a missed payment 10 years ago. It need to be at they see it need to be at 100%, right? Next, utilization. We already talked about that. Under 10% on all credit cards. Overall 10%, but all credit cards under 10, under 50% at least. But please, 10%. We teaching y'all. I know things happen. Next more important thing, age. Age need to be at least 3 years. Chase is bougie Chase is very bougie, right? So make sure you have some age on your credit report. It takes time, we know, but one of the key things you want to do is get added as an authorized user, family, somebody really close to have good credit. You don't need to be their credit card. You need to be on the, you don't need to get their credit card. You just need to be on it. Y'all just work something out. But if you have a close friend as well, that can work out as well. But make sure they never miss a payment, because you don't want that added to your credit report and y'all be upset with each other. Credit break relationships around here. The next things, we talked about the age. The next thing, have a mix of accounts. Now, they're not going to approve you if you don't have a credit card previously. So make sure you have revolving accounts already on your credit report. And the last important thing is hard inquiries. No Chase is real bougie. So you don't want to have too many accounts open within the last 2 years. 524 rule applies. So make sure you don't have too many 5 accounts within the last 24 months. And hard inquiries, 3 or less hard inquiries within the last 6 months. So we got videos on showing you how to remove your hard inquiries, but just make sure your credit profile looks nice. And then fraud alert, make sure you don't have, if you do have a fraud alert, make sure you have a phone number, because they will verify and try to call you, and they can't call you. You might get denied on that. But that's good when you go, that's why I say go inside the bank, because Mike has a fraud alert on his thing, and they're like, hey, I don't care how much we approved him for last time. I need to see his ID right now. This might be somebody else. So make sure you do that. If you have a fraud alert, create that relationship, go inside the bank, talk to the bank, be professional, get to know the banker, communicate what you're doing, talk about what you're doing, let them see what you're doing. They can be like, all right. They might refer you some business. Because every time we talk, boy, they be like, hey, how can they're like, man, I need to be talking to y'all. So just build that relationship. Once you build a relationship, then profile's good. Apply. Now, you might not get the $50,000 off rip. And the reason why you might not get it is because I don't know how much money I can't tell you. Like, we have a private banker, so it was a little bit different. He talks to the underwriter. So it's a little bit different when it comes to that. He said he can get us to up to 150,000. I was like, let me 100, Mike.
Oh,
You know what? Let me just take 50. Let me see what they say. But next time, I'm going for the big bang.
Yeah. So he broke it down to us. He was like, hey, you can get up to 150,000 with no docs. All you got to have is a good credit score. But if you want to get up into the over that to the $1 million range, then you got to have business tax returns for the last 2 years. So that's very important for your business as well. A lot of people teach you, hey, start your business and then make sure your business don't have a profit so you can write it off on taxes. But it comes back to bite you next year when you try to go get funding. So
And if you try to get a house too, like
house too. So if your business ain't making money, then we can't.
Stop listening to everybody, man. Golly, for real. These people put out information, bro. They be pissing me off sometimes. Like, yo, don't do this. And then we found out, like, yo, you need all this to prove yourself, prove that you're making money, to be able to get a qualified for a house. Now you got to wait another 2 years to make sure you generate the money. Where you can have got that?
Hey, what they say, Dave? Buy that car over 6,000 pounds and make sure you write it off on your taxes. Now you ain't got a car with you just got to
can't afford it. Most people can't afford a Jeep. Why would you go get something that you just so you can write it off, saying you look like you didn't make no money off for the whole year, like, bro?
Hey, look, yeah. So safe business practices out there, man. It's a lot of people on the internet making it look cool, but it is cool once you do it the right way. Once you can buy a house business name, once you can create a relationship with a banker who see you making a lot of money, and now they like, okay, well, I'm working directly with you. I don't work for nobody else but you and about 10 other people. Once you get like that, then the gates open. So we're
start making money and build that relationship, and then once you build that relationship, to qualify for a private client, you need to have at least $100,000. No.
In investable assets.
Yeah, investable assets in what they can see, right? So that's how you get a private client with Chase. You can talk to them as well, but you'll be able to get a private client. And then once you get a private client, then you'll be able to have more access. They got credit cards that's not even there at the actual local branch, or local branches. So make sure you do that. Then that's how you get your $50,000.
Now, hey, look, the most important thing is to just apply. They're gonna send you a letter. If you get denied, they're gonna tell you exactly why you got denied, and then you just fix those problems, and then you Gucci.
But one more thing. Hey, we got a class. We got a class. What I'm talking about, we're gonna drop everything. The game, we're gonna give you the game. I'm talking about super detail. So you'll see how everything got started, the process, going over the framework and everything, right? So make sure you register. It's gonna be next Thursday. Next Thursday, sign up 8:00 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you register. You don't want to miss out on that. Woo! That thing about to be fire. You know how we do. So, that's it.